Good morning students. We were started to think about the law for marginalized and first one promoting social justice. For that purpose we discuss about the government policy of a reservation. Let us go to the last paragraph. For admissions to colleges, especially to institutes of professional education such as medical colleges, government define as a set of cut-off marks. This means that not all Dalit and tribal candidates can qualify for admission, but only those who have done reasonably well and secured marks above the cut-off point. Means they may say like that age or the mark like that things. If other student for general students, if it is 95% and for SC and ST or OBC, it may be 75%. Like that, some cutoff marks they used to say for admission purpose. Then government also offers special scholarships for these students, for SC ST students, and we know that they are having the scholarships not only for them, only single child, single girl child, they are having the scholarships, government scholarships. Then SC ST student children's having scholarship like that. Then in your class 9 political science textbook, you will read more on reservation for backward classes. One chapter is there about the reservation for backward classes that we will study in 9th standard. Then list of schemes, scholarship for students. What is scheme about and what do you think it will help promote social justice? Then special police stations, special scheme for girls in the government schools. So the some of the government schemes you list they are given, and we want to find out what is the scheme about, what is the meaning of that particular scheme and how it is promoting the social justice, that we want to find out. So girl child, already I have said, like not only government school, those who are writing 10th board exam, especially in CBSE, we are having like that scheme. If it is single child, that also girl child, they are having some scholarships. They will get money for their higher studies like that. So you want to find out like this some of the list what is given in the textbook. The next one, protecting rights of Dalits and Adivasis. Next provision, what is it? Is protecting the rights of the Dalits and Adivasis, because they are discriminated from the mainstream of the society. So we want to protect them for what? To get their proper rights. In addition to policies, our country also has specific laws that guard against discrimination and exploitation of marginalized communities. Let us read the following case study adapted from the real life account to understand how Dalits use protection, protection that laws provide. So we are going to see a case study and how they are using this protection act, the law that we are going to see. The villages of Jakmalgur are gearing up for a big festival. They are going to celebrate a big festival. Once in a 5 year, the local deity means God, is honored, and priests from 20 neighboring villages come for this 5-day event. They are celebrating once in a 5 year, they are celebrating one special occasion or special festival, and that time priests from 20 neighboring villages, they will come and they will celebrate for 5 days. They will be there for 5 days event. The ceremony begins with a member of the Dalit community washing the feet of all the priests, then bathing the water used for this. And the ceremony starting with the one of the village person or Dalit person want to wash the feet of the priest, and what he want to do after that, he want to take bath in that particular water. In the Jakmalgur, the person who performed this task belonged to the Ratnam's family. His father and grandfather had both performed the same task before him. And the person, Ratnam's family, they used to do this task every generation. His grandfather done, his father done, and now he also performed the same. Though they were never allowed to enter the temple, this ritual was viewed as a great honor bestowed on them on this special occasion. the Dalit people, they can't enter in the temple, but they can wash the feet of the priest. They are thinking like that. That is, they are going to get a special grace, or they are getting honor in the society like that. Now it was Ratnam's turn. Ratnam was all of 20 years studying engineering in a nearby college. He refused to perform the ritual. Now Ratnam is not ready to do that one because he is educated. He is studying engineering, so he knows what they are asking to do as a Dalit. Or as a Dalit, they are really, they are what we can say, humiliating the person from that Dalit community. He said that he had no faith in this practice, and that his family members were forced to perform this ritual because they were Dalits. Why he saying? Because they are from Dalit family, that's why they are getting the compulsion to do this one. Ratnam refusal angered both powerful caste in the village and some families from his own community. So the powerful caste of the community, or the upper caste, they got angry. At the same time, some of his family members, because that is the custom of that particular village. So the family members, those who not educated, or those who can't think like that, we are getting humiliation, they are got angry. The powerful caste were shocked that such a young boy had a guts to refuse. Why the powerful caste got angry? Because they got shocked, because the young boy, that only 20 years old boy, he is refusing that one. They believed that it was Ratnam's education which allowed him to imagine that he could start comparing himself with them. So because of his education is the problem, that's why he himself comparing with the upper caste. Those from Ratnam's own caste were fearful of angering the powerful. Many worked on their field as daily wage labor. Why the his own family members got angry? Because they want to go and work again in the this higher caste people's farm as a daily wager. If they are not giving job, then what will happen? If the dominant caste decide not to call them, then what would be they earn? Then if the powerful caste is not calling them, then where they will get job, how they will survive? That was their reason to get fear as well as angry on Ratnam. They also declared that the wrath of the local deity would strike them if they refused to give in. Ratnam argued that given not a single Dalit had ever entered the temple, how could the deity be angry with them? And then they are saying like that, if we was doing that one, if we are refusing to do, then we won't, God will get angry on us, like that they are saying. Then the Ratnam is saying like that, we never got a chance to go inside the temple, then how the deity or God can be angry with us? The powerful caste decided to teach Ratnam a lesson. His community was ordered to ostracize him and his family. Then the powerful caste, what they said, keep them away from the main from their own community. They want to be away from the community, and no one should not take give chance to participate any functions of the family, like marriage or like that, any programs. Then and everyone told that no one should speak or do any work for them or with them. What all things? No one should not speak, no one should not work with them, no one should not work for them. One night some men entered their part of the village and set his hut on fire. Then the people from the powerful caste, what they done? They fired their hut. He managed to escape with his mother. Ratnam then went to file a case in the local police station under the Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribe Prevention of Aristocracies Act in 1989. Then he is going to the police station and he is filing a case according to the Act of 1989, which is giving the protection to the Dalit Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribe from the problems what they are facing from the mainstream of the society. Other Dalit families still not come out in his support, as they were scared that similar fate might await them. They spoke out. Other families, they want to go and help, but they are getting fear. If they are doing something, if they are supporting the Ratnam's family, they also will get the same problem. They want to be out of the community. The case was picked up by the local media that led to many journalists visiting the village. Ratnam was written about a symbol of Dalit action. The ritual was called off, but his family was forced to move out of the out as they continued to be ostracized by the powerful caste in the village. Then when he went and given that filed case in the police station, then media taken it out and journalists, they started to visit village. Then they go discuss that one in the media. Then slowly the ritual, that particular ritual, it is cut off, or they called off, they stopped that one or banned that one. And but his family, what happened, they got a compulsion to move away from the society, from that particular area, because they already taken away from the own community. Okay, we'll continue in next video.